Hey guys, so something a little bit different today and something that I've been working on a lot in my personal practice and have been developing for you folks at home with the Myofascial yoga series that we've been having. Just some myofascial release. So I know that we can't be together and do a whole flow, but I've got a sequence of videos coming up with just some very simple myofascial release techniques for you. So myofascial release gets deep within the body. And there's this point of hurt so good. So you don't want it to become painful, because as soon as it becomes painful, the nervous system is going to start to push back on what you're doing as well. And it's almost like hitting the gas and the emergency brake at the same time. So you just want to go into a spot where you're able to feel some sensation, feel some pressure, and know that it's working, okay? So you may have some deep sighs, you might start salivating, you might get really warm as you're doing this. These are all signs that you're getting that myofascial release. So for what we're going to do today, we're going to work on the side of the neck, the trapezial muscle, and the pectoral muscle. You'll need one tennis ball, and I would recommend a tennis ball simply because you don't want to get into that area of pain. And you're going to need like a pole or a corner of a wall or a door jamb, whatever you can kind of get your hands on. So the first place that we're going to work is the side of the neck, and you're going to kind of want the ball in this front part of the neck, kind of right underneath where the jawline curves, so into the scalene muscle here. And if you touch it, it usually feels pretty sore, and there's kind of like a thick tendon that runs down the side of the neck there. So you're going to be right in front of that. So this one's a little bit hard to cue up, but once you find it, it'll be really good. I'm just going to take that off so it doesn't get in the way. Okay, so you're going to come up to the side of the wall. Okay, you're just going to come right to the edge. You're going to find that spot where the ball can kind of sit in on the edge of the neck. And then you're just going to slowly kind of rock that arm side to side, let it dangle. You're not going to want a lot of pressure here because you will feel it very quickly. If you have room, you can make some small circles. Really breathe deeply. That's the key with this myofascial release. So I can feel this radiating. And depending on how you're feeling, you can, move it, hold the ball and kind of move up and down the neck. But it's nice to just find a point and let it settle in. So you'll want to take maybe 2, 3, 4 breaths on each point that you find. This wall is very slippery. My hair's in the way. Okay, so you're just finding that point. Maybe hold the ball is a good idea. And just swing the arm, make some small circles. Now, depending on what you've been doing the past couple days, this might be a lot more challenging, or you might feel the sensation more than you think you should. And that's okay. Just pull back a little bit. So you don't have to lean your whole weight into it. Just to lean a little bit of weight into the ball. Just gradually moving it down. Take 4 or 5 breaths at each point. Just trying to release any of that gripping and gripping and tension, sorry. And just gently moving the arm back and forth or in small circles just to get some active movement there. So you'll do that on both sides of the neck. Again, it's right down this front side of the neck here, right underneath the ear jawline area. The second one we're going to do is working on the trapezial muscle, which is over the top of the shoulder, slightly on the back. So to get into this area, you're going to bend the knees and come into a lunge position. I can't really, I've got furniture in the way. And then bend at about 90 degrees. And you're going to place the ball on that trapezial muscle and lean into the wall. And again, you're going to breathe. You can let the arm dangle. You can move it side to side. You can make small circles. You can, just rotate your body a little bit if you want to hit a different spot with the ball. Again, every point that you hit, maybe you choose 1 point, maybe you choose 2 or 3 points along that trapezial muscle. Take 4 to 5 really big breaths in each place. Lean as much of your weight as is comfortable into the ball and just shift back and forth. You'll find points that are more sensitive than others. remember that you don't want to get into that point of pain. Let go of the gripping and tension and just let yourself be there and let the fascia start to release. So every point you choose along that trapezial muscle, maybe it's 1, 2, or 3 on both sides, you want to take 4 to 5 breaths whenever the ball lands. Last one is for the pectoral muscle. So the starting point here is right in this little dip between the chest and the shoulder. And again, you're just going to find that spot, that little divot, and you're going to lean your body into it. And again, the active release here, just moving the arm back and forth, settling into it, allowing your body to breathe. You can pick a couple other points between the middle of the pec, the sternum, kind of in this area here. If there's anywhere else that's particularly sensitive, just finding the spot for the ball, breathing into it for 4 to 5 breaths, and then moving it. And then when you're done finding all of the spots that you need to target, come back to the first spot, that divot between the chest and the shoulder, lean into it, and breathe. 4 to 5 breaths, every spot you target on both sides of the body. Okay, enjoy. Don't forget to breathe. 4 to 5 breaths, every spot, starting with the neck, that scalene muscle, trapezial muscle behind the top of the shoulder, and then the pectoral muscle.